Shazam! Fury of the Gods once again follows Billy Batson and his mates as they struggle to balance their teenage lives and superhero alter egos. Something that's never been done in a superhero movie before. But everything goes tits up when the Daughters of Atlas turn up, played by Helen Mirren, Lucy Liu and Rachel Zegler, and it's up to Shazam and his merry band of do-gooders to try to save the day.
Yeah, seems definitive.
After the surprise success of the first Shazam, well deserved,
Said nobody with friends, ever.
a sequel was immediately greenlit with David F. Sandberg returning as director, and most of the cast reprising their roles. Sandberg's initial plan was to have the character of Mr. Mind be the film's main villain, who had appeared in a mid-credit scene for the first movie. However, he was forced to drop this idea as it would have risked making the film too overstuffed.
Okay. Well, let's just process that.
Filming was originally set to begin in early 2021, but the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic pushed it back by another 4 months, beginning in May and wrapping that September. Shazam! Fury of the Gods premiered on March the 17th, 2023, but unlike the first film, it was a box office flop, only grossing $134 million against a $125 million budget. Although it may have been just because the movie came out a week before John Wick 4. Smart going, guys.
Yeah, I get it. I know how it works, okay?
Furthermore, reviews were far more mixed, many deeming the movie inferior to the original, and it even earned 4 Razzie nominations, including Worst Picture. What? No! This was the one that gave me hope. With all these other movies coming in, my world was starting to get dark. I was in a cloudy place. A dark cloud was looming over me, and it seemed like hope was dangling on a carrot, but I could never quite catch it because DC was holding it and laughing maniacally. And then I grabbed that carrot, and it's Shazam! And it was the only good one in this whole franchise. And just as I'm about to enjoy that carrot, DC snatched it away from me! Sons of bitches! However, some have even placed the blame for the film's failure at the feet of The Rock, after he chose to make a Black Adam solo film rather than appear in this sequel. In the comics, Black Adam and Shazam are arch enemies, and many felt that if Dwayne Johnson,
that's The Rock for nobody who watches bad Disney movies,
had appeared in this film, it likely would have boosted the box office numbers. I mean, it didn't work for Black Adam.
Do not go in there.
Funnily enough, Rachel Zegler actually admitted that she had no interest in the project and only did it for the money. Fair.
Sorry!
I mean, it all starts with the Nimbus 3000 in the worst museum with the worst security in the history of the United States, consisting of just one security guy. Although there is a pretty cool long take as these werewolf, zombie, alien, robot things start spreading. Well, what the hell kind of Windows Vista lag special effects are these? What the fuck did they blow their money on in these films? But is this movie funny just like the first one? Oh, yes, actually. Yeah. I laugh quite a bit. Even if some of the jokes are really predictable.
He will have chosen with meticulous precision the strongest, most keenly intelligent champions this realm has ever witnessed.
I'm an idiot. We have one more job to do, and that's to keep this bridge from collapsing.
The Ben Franklin Bridge has collapsed.
But the performances are so charming that it still kind of works, and I did find myself chuckling a lot throughout the film.
I mean, I never met my dad. My mom abandoned me at a Christmas carnival. I spent a lot of time in the foster system, ran away from 11 homes, got into a lot of fights. Then I was abducted by a wizard who gave me superpowers, and then dude just like died in front of my face.
That's not a small amount.
A doctor conjured 7 demons and held my whole family hostage, so we had to rip out one of his eyeballs. And then everybody got superpowers, but now everyone's kind of like doing their own thing, and I'm the only one trying to keep everybody together.
Of course, tragedy hits on a bridge because it always has to be a bridge. Why doesn't she just get out of the car, idiot?
No way, shut up! Did I just save you while you were listening to this song?
Oh, well, I let it slide. The issue is his sidekicks aren't the least bit funny, so he just has to carry the comedy himself. But the movie does continue to be self-aware, insulting their own logic.
Wonder Woman doesn't have a job? Stop. No, seriously, do you think she wears a ponytail and glasses and like nobody recognizes her and she's like an accountant or something?
Just stop.
But unlike Birds of Prey, it fits the tone and style of the movie, so therefore it works.
there she is.
Hey, new girl, first period. I'm Brett, this is Burke.
We're the personality-less bullies for these movies? The hell was that? Then he does it again later. The fuck kind of weird teenage foreplay is this? There's a pretty amusing scene where Billy has a dream about being on a date with Wonder Woman, but we never get to see her face to hide the fact that they couldn't get Gal Gadot. Ah, actually, they do get Gal Gadot, which is weird. They also try to keep this cameo as a surprise, but then they put it in the trailer anyway. Smooth.
No, you forget it.
But you know what? It makes up for it because the image of the wizard on Diana's body is fucking hilarious. Freddy ends up meeting this girl, Anne, and I will admit they are quite cute together. They have decent chemistry and they are adorable, and she's the bad guy, isn't she? And get how Billy realizes that she's the villain.
Aunt Thea. Anne. Thea.
One small leap for man, one giant leap for bad screenwriting.
Sorry, that was weird and loud.
Oh, and brace yourself for some really cheesy, cringy dialogue.
What is a god without her power? The most powerful thing about you is you.
Although it is pretty funny when Freddy transforms to impress her and gets offended when she doesn't know what Comic-Con is. I will admit, Jack Dylan Grazer is amazing in this. He loses his powers and then a teacher is forced to commit suicide, and the performance from him is insane, even if it does continue to try to be Doctor Strange. Throughout the film, he gives a tremendous performance and it is a sweet story of brotherhood and loyalty. He is just so fucking good all around in this film. And of course, we get another fucking bridge before they get a dome over the city like in the Simpsons movie. Oh no, they actually admitted that they directly ripped it off from the Simpsons movie.
Very, ironic subject choice.
And then they rip off Jurassic World. Why are they ripping off the Simpsons and Jurassic World? In fact, the first one ripped off the Lost World. What's going on?
Again?
They now have a lair which is Hogwarts, apparently, even including magic paper written by Tom Riddle. You know, somehow in a universe with superheroes and villains, this is still really silly. But to be fair, it does still get some funny moments.
Dear daughters of Atlas, violence is not the answer. Oh, good first sentence. Thanks, Darla. We'd like to make a trade. We'll give up our powers if you give us Freddy. Add unharmed. Otherwise, they're gonna monkeys paw you. Smart, Eugene.
I don't even care how long this is dragged out for. Her posh deadpan delivery is hilarious. And apparently Freddy can somehow resist their powers much more than a grown adult did earlier. No, seriously, he even takes on a dragon like he's Superman. He's been eating his Weetabix. Oh my god, it's the rhino from James and the Giant Peach. No, it's just a dragon with Dave in its throat for some reason. Wow. I mean, way to make this sinister old villain look like a complete bitch. I mean, we've got like an hour left, but I am sure that she's dead.
I know what this looks like. That's not true. I have no idea what this looks like. Just don't freak out. I said don't freak out! Look at me, it's Billy!
Why don't they just say Shazam and turn back into themselves? It takes 2 seconds, it's not that hard! Alright, the city goes under attack at one point, and here the special effects are actually pretty good. But why is this random woman treated like a main character all of a sudden? She survives the attack and is then the central focus for some reason. But the last 40 minutes of the film is where it begins to lose me. It becomes a superhero film about a killer tree. Yeah, Superman meets the Legend of Zelda, and then we get unicorns. Why do we have unicorns? And you can say all you want, oh, it's a universe of superheroes. This is just within their realms of reality, but you'd all kick off if this happened.
Alfred, I feel like I'm closing in on him. I just need to... I knew I was gonna find you.
So they acknowledge that this character is 6,000 years old and that he's a teenage boy. So does that make her a paedophile? I mean, they even acknowledge it.
Certainly seems inappropriate.
Can I just see you before you go? Not this version. You.
Guys, you know the city is under attack, right? You might want to start making a move.
I'm putting an end to this.
Oh, for fuck's sake, why do gods keep getting killed by being impaled? And somehow, despite being impaled through the heart, his electricity resuscitates her as a defibrillator because... science! But hey, I'll give them this much, it takes over 90 minutes to get a slow-mo. I suppose they were owed one. And then the most obvious line ever.
Taste the rainbow.
And it's so gosh darn funny, they'll use it again!
Taste the rainbow, motherfucker!
But not every joke is gonna land.
We're gonna need more Skittles.
The movie's plot gets going quite early on into the movie, so by the time we reach the third act, it just runs out of steam, and evidently didn't need to be 2 hours long. But it does have some nice dialogue, so I'll allow it.
Everybody I've ever cared about, they all left me. My mom, my dad, everyone. So when I found you guys, I had to hang on, and I've been hanging on too tight.
No.
I should have let you do your own thing.
But will these movies stop having characters sacrifice themselves only to immediately come back? Gandalf, look what you've started! Look, the movie is good. I enjoyed it, I did. I got some laughs and I love the light-hearted nature of these particular films. It's not as good as the previous one and it does dip a bit towards the end, but I do actually still get a kick out of it. So apparently I'm doomed to hate, or meh, any film without the Shazam name attached to it. I would recommend it.
We're good. Now I can get out of here.
Is that it?
Yes.
I just need to get an empty shot of where the dinosaur's going to appear.